I'd like to take you 8-9 months back on a very smart journey of where we started off. There was one day where Salah, who will talk to you in a minute about a little bit something else, we're sitting having lunch. We can't announce which restaurant yet, but they're in the booklet. We were having lunch and we found ourselves very much astonished by a couple next to us who were holding hands and were very much in love, and suddenly they break out in a fight. So we're sitting there having our lunch. We thought, you know, one day they can't keep their hands off each other, now they start fighting. What is this about? They actually fought about the actual wedding date. It worked out at the end. In the evening itself, we moved on and went to a bar. We found ourselves astonished by the bar prices. Some people now got customized here in Dubai by the price itself, but the beverage prices were absolutely, we haven't experienced yet. Yet again, that bar is in the booklet. The next day, I went to work and I bumped into a Russian in the, I hope no Russians here tonight. I should have thought about that before. Bumped into a Russian in the elevator who couldn't stop talking about the, couldn't stop telling me about the profit he made on selling real estate. You might ask yourself what this has really to do with a very smart, sleek pocket booklet. The story is the reason why we're here today, because it's three very important ingredients. Number one is what people like to talk about. Everyone likes to talk about how to get rich very, very quickly with property market. Now the times have changed a little bit. Now we say, how can we save a few dirham and run away with that? Number two, and very close to traffic, is material status. Married or not married. If you're not married yet, how to get you married. On that note, I'd like to point out my wife who's over there. I got married 4 months ago. I still owe a honeymoon, which is so far in the experience booklet, so it's coming very soon. Thank you for being very patient. And last but certainly not least, the cost of living in Dubai. Over the last couple of years, what we all have seen is the increasing cost on an annual basis. It's now to an astronomical figures of Dubai, one of the most expensive cities to live in. The bottom line is, the experience booklet is the lifestyle idea, what you have been accustomed to, whether a financial storm or not, which you shouldn't miss out to. And on a very elegant and very sleek ending and finishing. Salah, as I mentioned before, will now talk to you a little bit the idea behind the booklet and a little bit what else is in the booklet itself. Thank you very much.
Bravo! Woohoo!
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. I'm absolutely delighted to see so many familiar faces here tonight. In case I haven't had the opportunity to introduce myself yet in person to you, my name is Salar, as David mentioned, and we are heading up the Experience together. When we started with Experience, we had one goal in mind: to do something different, something smarter, something more user-friendly, something sleeker than was out there. That's why you'll see the booklet is only pocket size, so you can carry it along wherever the day might bring you, as we don't plan where we go in Dubai. We moved away from a voucher concept because our research showed people don't like to carry vouchers in Dubai. A key feature in the booklet is the majority of the value propositions or offerings in the booklet are valid unlimited times. So it's not only one time, you can show the booklet and then you will get your offerings. The booklet is valid for 6 months, so you as a participant don't need to tie yourself up for a long period. At the same time, the consumer will use the booklet more frequently. I'm convinced we have created something different, something that never been done before. The booklet is unique, it's the first pocket-sized booklet containing value propositions up to 14,000. And just the retail price is only 70 dirhams. We have one of our company promises is to be very transparent. So I would like to share with you some very transparent facts that we experienced during our journey, myself and David.
I still have a few questions on that one.
On the way to our meetings, we had 14 parking tickets. We had 12 arguments in the office. We spent 30 evenings after 12. And I think we had around 200 espressos to keep us going. But putting the jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't be here today if we didn't have friends like you and partners like you that inspired us all along the way to make the experience happen. So thank you. Thank you for being here and helping us making this happen. Looking forward, we'll have the booklet available from tomorrow at Virgin Mega Stores all around Dubai. From the week
Ooh.
afterwards, we'll have around 80 outlets where the booklet will be sold at. All the participants will also have the option to sell the booklet through their venues. Our aim for the second edition is to add more value of the value that we already have, and also to have an edition ready for Abu Dhabi. Let's continue having fun. We are always delighted to hear any feedback or any partnership that you're interested of. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will pass on the word to you.
Woo! Bravo!
I wonder who pays the parking ticket. Very briefly, and just to conclude this speech, I hope everyone by now has a glass of champagne. Yes?
Yeah.
Except me. There you go. Why should I? With that note, and you know, we always crack ourselves up, but we like to aim high. We like to conclude the speech itself, for in the words of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, who said his last sentence in his booklet, whatever you see in Dubai is just the beginning. We'd like to take for ourselves, whatever you see with the experience is just the beginning. So thank you very much for coming tonight. Cheers everyone, and thank you for being here.
Cheers!